Hello and welcome to our new video. Today we are going to shed some light on what is financial crime, who commits it, and the different examples of financial crimes. Financial crimes has been one of the pivotal issues in the global arena for several decades now. It's always a cat and mouse game between authorities and criminals, as authorities are consistently trying to track down and prevent financial crime, whereas criminals are always developing innovative tactics to stay ahead. Financial crime, by definition, is a crime that is specifically committed against property or money, where an individual or criminal organisation takes something belonging to someone else for their own personal benefit. Some of the most common types of financial crimes nowadays are money laundering, bribery, corruption, fraud, tax evasion, embezzlement, forgery, counterfeiting, identity theft, and even terrorist financing. As we have discussed what is money laundering and the methods of money laundering in our previous videos, today we will focus on some of the other types of financial crime. But before diving into the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our future videos. Okay, now back to today's video. Who normally commits financial crimes? When thinking of financial crime, you have to move away of the image of a dark alleyway being robbed at knife point whilst you walk down the street, or someone breaking into your home. Financial crime can be performed by well-respected individuals embedded in our society who perform the crime from the comfort of their own home or office. When analysing who performs financial crime, we have been able to group them into several categories: employees, business leaders, corrupt heads of state, organised criminals, external fraudsters colluding with employees, and customers and suppliers. Employees. Financial crime can be committed by employees within companies when they have access to systems and understand the controls in place to avoid detection at the time of stealing funds or intellectual property, which can then be used by them or other criminals for other future crimes. Business leaders. This involves senior executives manipulating and misreporting financial data in order to inflate or misrepresent a company's true financial position. Corrupt heads of state. Heads of state may use their position of power and authority to loot the country coffers for their own benefit and for the benefit of their close associates. Organised criminals. When large-scale financial crime across different types, including terrorist financial, is used to fund their illicit operations. Fraudsters who collude with employees. This is the type of financial crime where external fraudsters are colluding with an employee to achieve bigger and better results more easily, considering it has inside information. Customers and suppliers. The financial crime performed by a customer or supplier with no connection to the company or organisation. As you can see, financial crime can be performed by individuals at all levels, whether it's a junior analyst or a well-known head of state. Financial crime can still be performed, making it so hard to detect when compared to other crimes. Now let's move towards reviewing some other types of financial crimes. Bribery. Giving or receiving an unearned reward to influence someone's behaviour. One common form of bribery is a kickback, an unearned reward following favourable treatment. This type of crime is commonly used when people want to get the outcome of their desires, therefore they bribe influential people. Corruption. This is an unlawful or improper behaviour that seeks to gain an advantage through illegitimate means. Bribery, abuse of power, extortion, fraud, deception, collusion, cartels, embezzlement and money laundering are all forms of corruption. Even on the smallest scale, corruption is corrosive, and just the suspicion of it can severely damage your reputation. For instance, when a small, illegitimate payment could prevent a project falling behind schedule, it may seem harmless to pay up. But one has to be very cautious when giving or receiving gifts or entertainment. Facilitation payments. These are sums of money paid to an official to speed up or facilitate the criminal's actions. That's why they are sometimes referred to as grease or speed payments. Whatever the local custom, it is forbidden to accept facilitation payments anywhere in the world. We make no distinction between them and bribes, no matter how small the amount. Ponzi schemes. One of the first financial crimes to appear, where the investor is promised to be paid high rates of returns for fixed-term investments, with no real or tangible explanation to where the money is invested. These are fraudulent investment plans, where funds are not invested at all. Instead, every new investor is simply used to pay off earlier investors. The only winners in these type of investments are the ones who launch them. Pyramid schemes. Schemes where it promises consumers or investors large profits based primarily on recruiting others to join their program have always seemed to be fraud. Some schemes may purport to sell a product, but they often simply use the product to hide their pyramid structure. This crime is often offered to individuals looking to create another stream of income. Identity fraud. In this crime, someone impersonates you and uses your personal information to steal money. Identity fraud is commonly used by internet fraudsters who give instructions to banks for fraudulent money transfer. Phishing. Internet banking clients receive emails that are tricky, asking them to give account login, password and personal details to the website which looks like their legitimate bank. These details are then often exploited to steal money from their account. Nowadays, these crimes have been extended to not just internet banking, but to all sorts of internet access, such as asking the individual to disclose personal information, which is then later used for other criminal activity. Card fraud. In this crime, criminals steal your credit or debit card while you are unaware, until the stolen or lost cards remain usable, and the thief makes unauthorised purchases with the card until you notify your bank. Skimming. This involves stealing information of a credit card during a legitimate transaction. Fraudsters swipe the card through an electronic device known as a wedge or skimming device, which records all information contained on the magnetic strip. Advance fee scams. These scams are usually perpetrated through a letter, email, or phone call offering you a large sum of money if you can help someone transfer thousands, and in some cases, millions of dollars or other currencies out of their country. To initiate the transaction, you are asked to send details to your bank account and an administration fee. When you send the information, they use the data and disappear. Fund transfer scams. You are asked for an advert or email to receive a payment into your bank account and to send it abroad in return for receiving a commission. Though this scam is old and now people have realised that it's always a lie, there were some innocent souls initially who fell into the trap and lost their money. Market abuse and insider trading. The concept of market abuse typically consists of insider dealing, unlawful disclosure of inside information, and market manipulation. The crime is committed when a finance professional abuses the power that they have been given as an employee within a financial institution and uses this at their own personal gain by disclosing information or data that is not available in the general public. International lottery fraud. International lottery fraud, to show good faith, the perpetrator may send you a cheque which you're instructed to deposit into your account and send the money back to the lottery committee. The perpetrator will create a sense of urgency, compelling you to send the money before the cheque, which is counterfeit, bounces and your account is looted. Well, there you have it, some of the most commonly used financial crimes. Although it's hard to always detect if you are being used directly or indirectly, the best advice is to be diligent and to share the knowledge with family and friends who may be more vulnerable to these crimes. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe and hit the bell icon to watch more videos alike.